We are back.
Ah,
Back with another episode of Appropriate as Fuck.
let's
Man,
go.
it is good to be back in the saddle, talking,
It,
talking.
it is. It is. It's been a long time. It feels like it's been a long time coming, but it's been a long time since we like did this. So yeah.
Nah, for sure. It's been so much. I don't know. I've been in this period of consumption where I've just been taking it all in, watching
Yeah.
way too much. It's just like, not even having an opinion. Just kind of staying out the way in every regard,
Mm-hmm.
but still seeing everything because the news ain't slowed up nan bit.
News not slowing up. The accessibility to put out stupid information has not slowed up. So I feel like I'm the same. I've been consuming stuff and having my opinions in my mind. Like this is stupid. I'm not gonna post it though, but yeah, you're an idiot. I'm sure somebody will say what needs to be said. I can stay quiet.
Yeah, when it's time to say something, we'll get in there. But for the time being,
Yeah, just out the way, like you said.
I got a couple of things. Sorry, sponsor brand for the big water.
I was talking junk about Crystal Geyser the other day, but not about them, about another company that I felt like basically relabeled their water.
Relabeled it.
Yeah, it tastes the same bottle, different
I
label.
mean, the water game be treacherous. Like brand go wrong. The only one. I mean, as big as Dasani is, worst brand rep for water. It
Dasani.
got roasted so hard on my Slack channel in my office. Somebody tried to offer to bring in some mini bottles. I was like, nah,
Oh wow,
don't
nah,
want to drink poison.
it's yeah, but Dasani is everywhere because Coca Cola is branded with most places like amusement parks, arenas, and all that. So can't escape them.
Yeah, come with the Chick-fil-A. You ask for water, they go get you that Dasani first. You got to ask for the no. I want
Please,
fountain water. Come on,
please. When you start opting for tap versus the bottle, I'll pay for the cup of water from the fountain.
with the quickness, ain't nothing.
Yeah, that's wild.
But
That's
yes,
wild.
guys, we got a couple things we go touch on. First, of which my bone to pick. Um, I made a recent revisit to Atlanta. For you all
Hey,
who don't know, I'm not in Atlanta at the moment. But I made a quick little drive out there on a Thursday. Return to office hours, and when I tell you, Atlanta got too many people. It's too many people.
nah, it's
For all of
ridiculous.
them people to now be coming back to work, to the return to office, I'm wondering what the percentage is for the return to office
Mm.
in Atlanta. But it was so many people, man. I'm talking about. I'm about to hit like every pedestrian. 'Cause forget pedestrians. I do not rock with. It's just not in
You
me.
wait, but have you ever been a pedestrian?
Yeah. And it's like it's treacherous. You got to fight for your life out there. Like you come with the territory. You want to be a pedestrian.
Dang. You
Yeah.
can't cross the street safely. But seriously, you can't cross the street safely in Atlanta because the crosswalk don't mean nothing.
Mm-mm.
Like,
Especially if your crosswalk ain't got no light. Oh, what is it?
yeah, you
What
going for a
is
nice
this little
walk.
triangle sign? Mm-mm.
Mm-mm. You going for a brisk jog, brisk walk. You just got to be on the lookout because you might get hit for real. That happened to me today, so I'm like, dang.
The only reason that I didn't hit them because they was people, and I didn't want to go to jail for killing nobody. But one thing I was finna hit is when I was going through Georgia Tech campus, pretty little campus, very scenic
Hmm.
and nice little grass and hills and crosswalks.
Yeah.
But on the corner of the crosswalk, when I'm coming through, and this is like bumper traffic, everybody trying to do loop arounds to get on around 85. It's this little car, little AI powered worker, little, the new robot proletariat, just hanging out there looking like Wally with a big
Okay.
flag and light spinning. And yeah, apparently waiting for somebody to yield to him.
Mm.
So, and I just made it consciously in my mind. He didn't give me the opportunity to kill him, but if he would have crossed, I would have killed him. I don't care about the cameras in the car. I will not give traffic rights to AI. Not down for it.
Okay, well, let's talk about this because I have, in my experience in the last couple of like years, I have seen 2 to 3 bots, like delivery bots. I've seen an Amazon bot, Chick-fil-A, and I can't remember the other one. And these were like in residential areas, so I guess they didn't really have issues with like the big traffic. But would it be like a federal offense if you were to hit that because it's like damaging property, essentially?
Mm, probably, but they ain't got cameras on them yet to where they seeing license plates. It's definitely still in the category of a hit and run if you right in front
Yeah,
of
well,
county.
Atlanta is full of those, so it wouldn't be out of the norm. So that I'm sure they had planned for the uninsured motorists.
I'll take the risk. Come after me. I'll do the time. But that little robot motherfucker, he dead.
So why do you think like why do you think you feel that way though? Like you don't want to conform?
No, I'm not. I'm not. It's a sad sight to see of the innovations of today for just our daily life and how closely it's impacted with the other increases of like unemployment, underemployment. You're supposed to ain't paying nobody.
Yeah.
All of that, and then you see like the little robot making Bezos another 500 an hour,
Yeah.
just chilling. It's just like, I'm mostly apathetic to it, but
Yeah.
it's something I would kick over. I understand the rise of like the Tesla vandalism
Uh-huh.
and
Oh yeah. My
attacking
brother
these
was
charging
telling me
stations.
about
I
that.
think there's gonna be a rise of, I don't know what it would be called, but like techno terrorism.
Techno.
Yeah,
That's
like
wild because when my brother was telling me about that and he was like, I don't understand. Well, like, what do they think they're doing by doing all these vandalizations? It's like terrorism, essentially. And I'm like, is this what people did back in the day when they got fed up with stuff that they start to like lash out and have like, was it vandalism or was it like actual productivity? Like, hey, we got to make a change and we need y'all to see us. Because burning up Teslas is not really. I hate to say it, and I hate to be the person that sounds like, oh, well, what are you doing? Nothing. But that's also not doing nothing. Like, we got to be smart about this. Let's revisit the
yeah,
plan because as much as you want to think that you're really impacting that man, Elon Musk, by doing that, you're not.
I don't know. I think it's a little bit of an impact. I mean, not as far as like financial cost. That doesn't
Right. That's what I mean. Financially,
but
not.
but the brand, as far as because I seen people now are starting to retag their Teslas. I seen that on Instagram the other day. I putting like a Honda tag on the back of the Tesla,
Oh.
a Audi emblem.
You got to live with the fact that you bought that Tesla.
Nah, bro, because even my barber, his wife told him because he just had to get a new truck after an accident, and he ended up going with a Ford Lightning. He wanted a Cybertruck, but his wife told him she did not want a Cybertruck in the driveway
Yeah,
because of
because not even, first of
attention,
all,
political, and
it's ugly. Because when you see Cybertruck, you automatically think Roblox.
you
Like
just
you don't, you know what I'm saying? It's like,
you just offended so many dudes in their late 30s having a midlife crisis, calling their Cybertruck ugly.
I mean, and this is just my opinion. I don't have a Cybertruck. I can't afford one. But I'm just saying, like when I see my brother and his friends playing Roblox, I'm like, oh, that car look just like a Cybertruck that you driving. Like, this was years ago. Like, okay. Yeah,
No,
whatever.
they're ugly. They're like Soviet vehicles. Like
They're just big and long in the wrong way. I don't know.
it's just like a block of aluminum,
Yeah, just
and not timeless at all. Like now, it's like if you got a 2023 version, it's like bro, that's like the 20. They did a whole remodel on the 2025 or whatever it is now.
yeah,
It's
that's
crazy.
wild. Yeah, I don't know. The whole there's been a lot of talk about AI and how it's going to, like, how it's slowly replacing humans more. It actually not as slowly, it's more rapidly replacing. Because who's going to be a delivery driver for Pizza Hut these days? They don't even do that no more for real. I think they use third party delivery services like DoorDash, Uber Eats, all them to deliver their pizzas. I haven't really gotten a pizza delivery from a person that worked for the company in a couple of years. And so it's like
I
nobody wanted
got
those jobs.
Papa John's normal delivery last year. And that's because they had some coupon with like some good points. Not just like, hey, listen, I just need a quick down bad pizza real quick just to hold me over.
Yeah, yeah.
Get delivered.
But
It was a
those are
couple of
shitty
years ago. We
jobs.
had some old dude.
It's always like some old dude, or it's like a mom. You looking at her like she got a couple of kids probably. Why are you doing this? But because they don't pay nothing, they don't pay nothing. Like
Nah.
it's probably just enough for you to get some gas money. You probably really counting on tips.
And the tips
So
ain't too much of nothing either.
because ain't nobody tipping like that. They paying with a card on purpose.
Yeah. The DoorDash culture then renormalized $3.
Like dang.
Leave it at my door.
I mean, I commend them for trying though, putting forth the effort.
Do
But
you
you gotta,
use it? AI?
huh?
Do you use it at all? And need the chat GPT, DeepSeek, Grok?
I actually have a business venture that I'm working on, a side hustle, and I use AI. This is it's a big component, and I use it because it allows me the flexibility to do multiple versions of this thing that I'm trying to do. Um, Versus it just being one version. And I couldn't do that if it was just me. So, yeah, I use it. And I'm not necessarily opposed to it because you got to think about it. I'm going to take the most grunt work job that most people would think of, a garbage man. If you pay attention to the garbage truck now, they have it to where they just roll the bin up, throw it up there. The machine picks it up, dumps it in, and then they drop it, and then you just throw it back over. That takes 50% of the labor out of that job, but you're still getting the same pay. Now, it can't do the whole thing because it's not capable of going to get it just yet. So you got to be strategic and think, but just think about stuff like that where it's like, I hate this job versus now it's like, yeah, I'm just standing on the truck, whatever. Especially if it's
And
two of y'all
y'all,
riding.
if you're under 21, under 20, 25, you don't know the days when everybody had them same little green trash cans.
Right.
It was a free for
Exactly.
all.
You could get whatever you want out there, and it could be a big
Some folks
trash
had the
can.
55 gallons. Some folks had so just brought the one right out the kitchen, curbside. I just put the whole trash can out there. They better not take my damn trash can too.
Right. It hasn't always been this, streamlined of a process. So it's like you gotta, or even like down to robotics during surgery. You know what I'm saying? A more accurate cut when you're cutting someone's intestine or something. Like, I know it's scary because it's dangerous if it gets out of control, but I'm also seeing like how it's benefiting us in a way. Like,
Yeah.
and that ain't all aspects. Now I ain't gonna sit here and say, yeah, AI for Amazon. But, because I've been in that space. It's tough.
Yeah.
But
But no,
yeah,
it's gonna impact everything
yeah,
next minute. So if you ain't ready for it, you better get ready.
you got to get ready. Yeah. So something else that is not funny. I don't know why I'm laughing. It's not funny, but a trending topic that has been kind of like floating around the internet is like therapy. Um, the need for therapy, if it's really a true need for it, if it's just being overused as a term, self-help, mental health, people like exaggerating, like, actually needing that service and needing that help. And what's most alarming is that this is starting to come from people who are actually in the mental health field, like basically saying like, this is y'all need to just suck it up, essentially. So, do you feel like there's like a mental health crisis, like our generation, older generations, younger generations, just globally, everyone?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I don't think that's debatable. No, 100%. Um, Not only is there a mental health crisis, there's there's crises of all kinds. The mental health crisis like correlates with a broader spiritual crisis. I think everybody is facing,
Mm-hmm.
and that's translating into like a crisis of like purpose as a society, like the whole restructuring and figuring out what it means again. Yeah, yeah, no, mental health is bad right now across
It
a
is.
lot of places. And but I don't lie though. I still ain't. I ain't trying to go to no what better help. It's the advertisement. I just I'm still I'm a skeptic of therapy
Mm-hmm.
because all the mobsters in the movies they was like, nah, you don't need that.
Yeah, and all the mobsters dead. Like what? I mean, I feel you. And for years, I don't think I had reservations. I just didn't think about going to no therapy. Like, you know, being a person of color and a woman, you like whatever. I'll just deal with it. Whatever they say, I just defend myself and deal with it. But for me, my experience with therapy has been very eye opening. More so because I typically go to therapy for talk therapy. Some people need it because they really need medication. They have diagnosed illnesses. And at that point, it wouldn't just be therapy, it would be more like psychiatric visits and stuff like that. So, on the one side, it's like if you're thinking of therapy as just a way to keep you from being emotional and to go cry on someone's shoulder, I could see how a person might be like objective to that. But on the other hand, you have so many people who really have chemical imbalances in their brain. We're not talking about, oh, he's just a little sad because he's stressed out from working so much. This person has a chemical imbalance. They need someone to evaluate them so they can be a better person, so they can be, not a menace to society, or so that they aren't harming the people around them or harming themselves. And then some people don't have a chemical imbalance. They just have so much trauma that they're living life in response to that. And they need somebody to tell them, like, hey, this has you fucked up. And this is what you need to do about it. And sometimes that's all it is. It's not necessarily a sit on the couch, well, dog, today. No, it doesn't have to be that. You can tailor it to what you need. But I don't think people really understand that. And then you have every freaking time you looking at something, the videos. Mental health is so important. Before I discovered this app, I just really did. Come on, bro. What are y'all doing? Yeah, better help in others. What are
I
y'all
mean,
saying?
yeah, it's kind of it's a little bit of a trend. It's like
Yeah.
it's bougie little. It's pricey, and yeah, it's like a soft life
Mm.
highlight. But I mean, it's if you can wing it, good man. I've got a couple psychologist buddies, so I don't want to down the profession, but
I mean, because the reality is, it's needed. Like, people need to be evaluated mentally. If there wasn't a need for it, it would have never been created, to me. And this is not just because I'm getting into working my way to be in the field. Um, it's just, you just, like, when you see people crashing out or dealing with situations in an unhinged way, like, this is a very, like, crazy scenario. But the young lady in New York who got shot because she turned the dude down, there's a chemical imbalance there. You can't deal with rejection. Something's wrong. So you resort to your immediate response is, I'm going to kill her because she embarrassed me.
yeah, New York folks just been killing folks like hella good. I don't know what it is. Setting folks on fire on the train, just throwing pianos out the window. New Yorkers on some other time right now.
And that was a random act that took place, but it's not always that extreme.
But what do you think is the the root of the rise of this crash out phenomenon? Why is everybody crashing out?
Um, this is going to be an unpopular opinion, but I'm just going to say this. Um, as you go back in time, you see how much control has been released. And by released, I mean back in the day, there was much more government control. People had families that forced them to do things that they didn't want to do and they had to do it. There was no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to go to church for real. Get your ass up, put them clothes on, and we finna get ready. And you better be down here so we can go so we're not late. We've softened everything. We've softened our approach to how we discipline kids. We've softened our approach to the repercussions to certain things. It's no reason why today a person who sell a little weed should get more time than a person who molested a child. We have brushed so many things to the side, they're not important, and we accept so much. And it's like everything's no. You got to put some order in place to have structure, or shit starts to fall to shit. And so I think, and that's just me from the South, growing up in the church, growing up in a household where I got whoopings. I got my last whooping at 16. Okay? So it's like, it's not ideal to like say, oh, beating children and doing this. Because if you're going to do crazy stuff, you're going to do crazy stuff. I still did crazy stuff. But I'm just saying the structure that was there, we lack that. I think younger parents trying to be their children's friends, people not really having guidance. Like, you don't really have any, even down to like the TV shows that we had, what we had to look at that was like an example. These kids in this generation, and like they don't have that. So the guidance is video games, it's videos, it's YouTube, it's rappers, it's celebrities, it's stupid shit that don't matter, it's dumb movies. You know, at least the movies, you seen Miramax, you seen New Line Cinema, you seen any of those brands pop up, MGM pop up, you know it's going to be something real. And it was real stuff that had a real storyline, not this bull crap. Yeah. Like, so everything combined, and then people just being burnt out on top of that. Like, I don't even have the energy to care, is what most people are saying. I think all of that.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
See, because there's so many crashing outages. It's not a good thing. Like, if you can avoid it at all possible, avoid it. I get the temptation, but it's always just better to see it through, to have those people who you could say like survived the struggle or the hardship or the legacy, and then came back to pop it some more down the line. Like my boy Young LA. Shout out. Rising up.
Young LA. What's up with Young LA?
Man, Lay been trending. Everybody wondering like, why this song getting all popular again? Why everybody playing A Now on the radio again? Like, man, A Now always gonna come back every good couple years with a.
Let me tell you something.
Smash.
I could be doing some cleaning or something. Ain't I? Like, you know, it just pop in your head. If you know, you know. But if you don't, you can know.
You can, because it was such a good era. It was such a lit era. Music. But yeah, the boy Late, man, he been going crazy on the podcast. Because he been doing a lot of sit downs, a lot of interviews, just with his rebrand. I think he just probably got some good management behind them. But yeah, just getting real vulnerable, getting real, real. We're seeing like a lot of rappers is doing these days on the podcast. He did one with Alley Boy.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, they actually did a song together, or a joint mixtape.
Oh, I'm gonna have to check that out.
Yeah, and if you know anything about that Alley Boy Young LA beef, if you know about Young LA, you know about Alley Boy. You know.
That's why I'm like, oh really?
You never found the world's top video unless you just seen A9, you just kept it pushing. But if you know the history of Young LA, that was a legendary video. But yeah, it seemed like the boy then came far from it all.
So what is he like? What's like the biggest thing that he said that you like? Okay, that's different. Like, yeah.
I mean, you know, he just kind of he bringing more of a focus, like for these young niggas of like focusing on the talent,
Mm-hmm.
not like the lifestyle, the gang shit, the everything else that kind of goes with it, but the talent, the love for the talent, for the
Yeah.
music, and yeah, his main claim to fame on the podcast was crying on the interview. That's why I say he been getting sentimental, but
He
that boy
crying.
got
What?
worked up on him.
What made him cry?
Something. The interview. If the interview asked him something about like his like what his parents taught him, or something like that, and yeah, he was saying how mama was beating him until he would throw up, and
Mm.
daddy having the problems, and yeah, he got brought fight his daddy and all that. So it was tough. So he was just recounting his Thomasville upbringing.
Okay. Yeah.
It's just real,
I'm gonna have to check out some of those
timeless, real
interviews.
spill.
Yeah. Now, like, I really appreciate rappers, no matter how big or small, because you have an impact, whether you're a mainstream rapper or, a indie artist, you have an impact on someone. Someone's rocking with you because you still getting streams. But I just really appreciate them being vulnerable because it's like, and we're speaking about men rappers right now, but women too. But in this case, men, um, being able to be vulnerable is something that's difficult, just in general, just because of societal expectations, you know, the patriarchy, whatever you want to label it as, and gender roles, whatever you want to call it. But then that on top of painting a certain image of yourself as a rapper, like you gotta be tough. If you come out as that trap rapper, you gotta, what I'm saying, you gotta hold your own. You gotta do this, and that. So I really enjoy seeing them say, hey, like, really, like, let's focus on something different. And not just, I think, was it Fat Joe? I think it was Fat Joe who was like, he admitted, like, yeah, I didn't, all that stuff I rapped about was a lie. Or something along those lines, if I can recall. Basically saying, like, yeah, that wasn't true. I was just, rapping. And it's like, how many people are doing that? How many people are rapping about something, telling you to go kill, steal, destroy, and put your life on the line, and they ain't never did it. Telling you to go get a charge for drugs, and they ain't never did it. They were just riding with their homeboy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
A lot of Hollywood in that game.
yeah, so I appreciate that. I'm gonna have to check that out. Big up LA.
For sure, man. That boy still got Suntress leaning on repeat. Make classics.
For y'all that don't know, because y'all don't know, this man right here, it was a point where what was that? What was their brand? Was it what did they? It was Grand Hustle, right? It was Grand Hustle. Still at the time.
Yeah.
So Grand Hustle was consuming this man, like Dro, Young LA, like Tip.
Grand Hustle was that was the movement, man.
But like that was one of the eras, like you said, in Atlanta with the music scene.
Yeah.
Like, I think that era was the last era before Future came out.
And then yeah, Future changed the game. Future probably, Future. I think Future right there. He right under Andre 3000 is the greatest to come out of Atlanta. I stamp that.
I gotta think who done came out of Atlanta. Wow.
Future
Yeah,
the biggest, man. Future, that boy Pluto, man.
yeah, he's yeah. Dang. Gotta give credit where credit is due, and I am not.
Listening to Pluto
You said what?
when he looking to feel something.
Oh yeah, man. Gavin Gucci doing the song when it's
Three
snowing.
Stacks listening to you to feel something while he over there playing the flute. Oh, you gotta be
Yeah, nah.
making some connection.
I'm not finna cap. I mean, I'm not saying he's a great person outside of his career, his rap career. But what I will say is talent.
Yeah.
Talent is talent, and he's very talented. He's he's been pretty consistent with himself. So yeah.
I'm sure Sierra got some criticisms, but hey, that's something else.
I mean, yeah, yeah, but that's like any other person that's talented. They don't. That's the talent. We can stop it at the talent.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. But nah, it's good to be back. Good to be here. Um, Excited about this, like for sure. Like this journey, I feel like is gonna be different than all the other times. I don't know what it is. I think it's just time. It's just time. It's just time. So,
Yeah. You was looking at that Mr. Beast thing as far as
man, Mr. Beast. So first of all, I didn't know who he was until a couple of weeks ago. I didn't know who Mr. Beast was,
you
and
didn't
I'm
know he was
like,
anonymous with free PS4s.
yeah, it's like his videos would pop up, and I'm like, what is this spam video? I don't even know what this is. But my little brother would use my phone
Mr.
sometimes.
Beast hit your algorithm?
Huh?
Mr. Beast made it to your algorithm?
Yeah, because
Oh,
my brother.
gave you
Yeah. So I was like, what is this? Like, it would be stuff I would just scroll by. So I had seen his videos a while ago, but didn't know what I was scrolling past. I'm seeing this little, what is that thing? A tiger or this blue cat thing, and I'm like, yeah, get out of here, whatever. His little trademark on his thing. And then fast forward, I watched the interview he did, and I was just like, oh, this is you. Would have never thought, just thinking about his story. It was not like oh my God, I started at the bottom. This is a great story. Just like hey, my mom worked hard, and I just stuck to it. And I don't know what made me feel like so compelled when I heard the story, because it wasn't anything compelling that he was saying. But something about people who can just stick to it, you know, do it and just stick to it. And it's just like, so it made me feel like, you know what, like, what has been the problem for all the things that I have started? You didn't stick to the shit. Working out, writing, recording, anything. When I finally graduated and got my bachelor's, it wasn't like, oh, I'm educated, I have a bachelor's. It was like, you got to finish some shit.
Yeah, for sure. Consistency make numbers.
Yeah, I
It's a content game.
gotta finish some shit. So yeah, that shout out Mr. Beast, because he has earned that name.
Piece of goat.
He has earned that
You can
name,
give me a
but
free Lamborghini. Catch me.
yeah, I found a lot of interesting things out about him, but yeah. And to be so young to do that, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, yeah, stick to it. Like, it's really something got to stick, and you got to stick to it. So, yeah. So here we are, and we finna stick to it. So y'all gonna see a lot more of us. So get ready.
Make sure you checking in.
Yes. Well, you got anything else?
Rapid closing thoughts.
Yeah.
You think Pop the Balloon gonna make it for the long run?
Well, they made it to Saturday Night Live.
That was big.
The viewership probably, it should have skyrocketed if it didn't. But I think that what I would like to see, and I don't know what their target is, I don't know what their goal is, but I would like to see it a little more diverse. Like,
because it is only black folks, right? I
yeah,
don't think I've ever seen nobody not black
yeah.
on the show.
No, I haven't seen anyone that's not black, and
Honestly, I don't think I've seen any non-black like balloon concepts. Period, really, in the dating.
yeah, I don't think so. I've only watched that one, but
White folks be looking down on it. Like, that Pop the Balloon.
it's ghetto. Look at this cheap dating show. Like, dang, give it a shot. But no, I would like to see it a little more diverse if there's something they want to do. But they might be focused on black love. That could be their niche. So, but also like sometimes I be like, that quality of, come on now, y'all trying to mix it up just because you want to keep people engaged. Because you know, and I know, 7 of them 8 dudes is a no. 6 of them girls is a no.
It's
Like,
not like 100%. I think they'd be having like a decent roster. It'd be some good options on there.
I don't. Well, you know what? I take that back. It could be because of the person and their preference and like aesthetics and what they
Yeah.
want and all that. I might be being biased based on them and what they want. But sometimes it's just like this is funny. I could not go on there. So kudos to all the people who have the courage to go on there because I could not.
Yeah.
I can't. I couldn't do it. It's
I need.
it's
I don't
it's
need that trauma in my ears and pops.
yeah, them pops and then like somebody walking up to me in my face and saying no. Like I'm straight on you. And get out my face. You,
Yeah.
you. I'm about to show the real me because I really came on here being calm.
I was like, damn.
Right. Yeah, nah. It's always funny to see them though, like when you could tell they were kind of just like putting on so they could get picked, and then as soon as the balloon get popped, yeah, I mean your ears kind of big anyway, so I just really wasn't even feeling you.
Yeah,
Like,
some of them be getting emotional. It'd be a little roast session at the end. It's like, well, nah, yeah. Aaron the plumber say, well, looking at your arm here.
ah,
It be
yeah,
sometimes it be brutal. Like like yeah, it ain't nothing, ain't no lies said, but we ain't have to say it on TV. But it's still
yeah,
they
yeah,
signed up for it. They signed the waiver.
yeah. Nah, I couldn't do it. I'm not there, and I don't want to. I don't want to do that to myself. No.
Yeah, nah, it's just another symptom of late stage capitalism,
Yeah.
gamifying the relationship game.
Yeah. Nah.
Tinder and Bundle and them match group. They gonna start coming out with theirs in a minute, guarantee you. As
Please don't.
content platform.
They already. It's just delete, delete, delete. Because I don't even know who's still on there. But somebody is. They staying afloat.
It's enough. You ain't gonna find me on there. I'll tell you that. So
At all. I'm good.
keep looking.
Thank you, Lord. Keep me off them tender streets. Ah, I do not want to get swiped on. I don't want no swiper near me. Them stories be scary. Uh-uh.
Yeah, nah, it never worked out for me. But we'll see. See, I mean, gotta see what the AI will be talking about. I want to see what the AI girl is talking about.
Ooh, that's another episode because you gonna make me mad right now. You gonna make me mad.
She texts back so fast.
I mean, she already got a response before you even finish typing. Dang.
We'll add that to the list for the next time, guys.
Yes,
AI
yes,
girls.
yes. Well, yes, it's been fun. Make sure you check out the links below with all of our info. Make sure you subscribe, like. We're new to this, so we really appreciate your support, and we want any suggestions, anything that y'all want to talk about, let us know. Um, we'll put some contact information below, and yeah. Till next time.
Till next time, subscribe. Go catch you.